The Supreme Court. After Brett Kavanaugh became the fifth conservative justice, people waited to see how his presence would affect the court's rulings. And now that he's finally sobered up, we're getting some answers.
The Supreme Court has decided to allow the Trump administration's partial ban on transgender people in the military to go into effect for now, as appeals continue. The justices voted 5-4 in favor.
The U.S. Supreme Court agreed to hear a gun case for the first time in nearly a decade. It involves New York City's strict rules for carrying legally owned guns outside the home. The case may give the court's newly bolstered conservative majority a chance to expand Second Amendment rights.
Wow, the Supreme Court might legalize guns on the streets of New York? The line for Hamilton just got even more dangerous. I'm not giving away my shot. And you might be saying, Trevor, the law said that it would allow New Yorkers to carry their guns from one place to another. They wouldn't just be able to whip it out anywhere. Yeah, well, New York law also says you can't just whip out your dick anywhere. And we've all seen a dick on the subway. Okay. So it's a controversial ruling. Oh, and speaking of controversial rulings, this year's Super Bowl is making a lot of headlines for who's not playing in the game. People are pissed that the Saints got screwed over by a really bad call. And now another popular team has been shut out.
A marijuana company is speaking out after its plan to advertise during the Super Bowl was turned down by CBS, which will broadcast the big game. The ad from Acreage Holdings promotes the benefits of medical marijuana. A growing number of states are legalizing the drug for both medical and recreational purposes.
CBS, the network airing the Super Bowl, rejected the commercial, saying it doesn't currently accept cannabis-related advertising. The NFL also has a strict policy against the drug.
Oh, hold up. CBS says they don't accept cannabis-related advertising? Then how come the Super Bowl has ads for Taco Bell and Doritos, huh? And Toyota Camry, huh? Oh, am I the only person who's gotten so high they bought a Toyota Camry? It's just me? But I will say, I can see why the NFL has a strict policy against weed. Yeah, it might affect all the steroids and numbing agents they shoot up the players with before the games. In fact, I have a conspiracy theory. I think the NFL doesn't want to support weed because their success depends on fostering aggression. Yeah, they don't want weed around because then it'll be like, whose house is this? Yeah, man, whose house is this? Can you even, own a house when life is just a cosmic blink, man? You know, in my opinion, now that weed is legal in many places, weed companies should be allowed to advertise it on TV like any other drug. And just like other drug companies, they should just include a list of the side effects.
Do you suffer from stress, headaches, or glaucoma, or however you say that? Then why not try weed? Weed is a non-invasive motivational inhibitor that distributes chill vibes throughout the body. Side effects of weed may include red eyes, drowsiness, frequent potato chipping, Mario Kart thumb, voluntarily inviting white guys with dreads into your home, thinking you found the meaning of life, dry mouth, and whatever this is. If you've been watching The Big Lebowski for over 8 hours, call a doctor. Weed, be honest, you were probably already using it.
That was even funnier if you were high, man. And finally, this is honestly one of my favorites. Here's an adorable story about old people living their best life.
Few people, they would list nature's most cuddly creatures as maybe a puppy or maybe a koala bear, right? Alligator, is that on your list?
No.
This one is registered as an emotional support animal. His name is Wally, 4.5 feet long. Do you hug an alligator?
Yeah.
I don't know. He lives in York, Pennsylvania, and his owner telling the York Daily Record that Wally is remarkably well-tempered and enjoys being petted just like a dog or a cat.
Yo, white people are having a good time in America. You're gonna take an alligator to an assisted living facility? And of course, that alligator enjoys being petted. I'd be happy too if my food came right to me and gave me a massage. The one thing I will admit, though, is this may be a genius idea, because you know how they say the secret to preventing dementia is to do things that stimulate the brain? Well, nothing stimulates the brain like having an alligator around. I can tell you now, every single person in this retirement home is gonna be sharp as a tack. Yeah, it's not gonna be like, I don't know where my glasses are. It's gonna be like, where did you leave your glasses? Margaret should be like, in the bathroom where the alligator was. That's where the glasses are. People walking like, Gertrude, do you know who this is that's come to visit? Yeah, it's my one-armed granddaughter, the one who was bitten by an alligator.